Hi everyone, I'm Shay McNeil, and today I'm going to give a quick overview of UNESCO, who they are and what they do in education, and whether they're a credible source for research. UNESCO stands for the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. Their headquarters are in Paris, France. UNESCO is a United Nations specialized agency, which means that it's an official part of the UN that focuses on global education, science, culture, and communication. UNESCO is funded in two major ways: assessed contribution, basically membership dues that every country has to pay, and voluntary contributions, money from governments, donors, foundations, or special projects. Because they get funding from a lot of places, different programs can have different priorities, especially if a donor wants to focus on a specific issue. Education is a huge part in what UNESCO does, but it's not their only job. Their primary concerns include education, science, culture, and communication. In journalism and media freedom, when it comes to communication, they even protect journalists in dangerous regions. World Heritage sites with culture, with places like Machu Picchu, Taj Mahal, the Statue of Liberty, those things are taken care of through this. So, yes, they also handle education policy, but they have a much bigger mission. Technology with AI, equality, inequality with opportunities, and making sure girls or any marginalized groups are also taken care of is also a part of their mission. In the past couple of years, UNESCO has released major reports connected to the global education agenda, including the Global Education Monitoring Report, often called the GEM report. They've also published work on technology in schools, inequality in education, learning loss since COVID, teacher shortages, and global test score data. A lot of their data comes from their in-house Institute for Statistics called UIS, which tracks education numbers for almost every country in the world. And so they don't just publish opinion pieces or whatever, they actually research reports and have policy briefs and international data sets. And so a lot of it is guidance for other governments. And so some of their data is original, but some of the data they have is actually things that they've analyzed themselves through UIS. And other reports are research summaries where they kind of pull together studies from all around the world. Because they're a part of the UN, UNESCO promotes things like equity, human rights, and access to education. They're not tied to any political parties, but their work is clearly focused on fairness, inclusion, human rights, global cooperation, equity, things of that nature. So they do say that their bigger reports, like the GEM report, are editorially independent, which is also good for credibility. So now that leads us to our next question. Are they credible? Yes. UNESCO is considered a credible source and a very scholarly source as well. Their education statistics are used by researchers and government and universities all around the world. And if I needed international or national data or research on educational policy, they would be a really strong site to source. So I would definitely use them for my reports or in my data in a capstone or dissertation, especially if I needed global comparisons or evidence like based on policy recommendations. So overall, UNESCO is a global level organization based in France with a broad mission across education, science, and culture. The data and reports are also reliable and widely used. And for academic support or research, they are a really solid source, especially for anything that's objective or international policy or trends. And I hope you enjoyed learning as much about them as I did. Thanks for watching.